and welcome back to RC Fun and Games. I'm Ryan, and today we're going to be starting our Trx4M Injora Jeep build. We are going to be using the original chassis from one of the chassis I removed from my original Traxxas Trx4M builds. I thought, why not? No point letting it go to waste. I'm going to give this one another try with the Jeep body. So that's our platform. We are going to be fitting the extended 4mm axles from Injora in aluminium. They're going to be going on this build. We will also be running the hardened drive shafts, 6mm extended hexes, stainless steel high clearance links, the belly pan in aluminium. Also, we have got the aluminium servo horn and servo mount with the coreless 11 kilogram servo from Injora. Besides that, we're also going to be running the 42 gram 6-spoke rims from Injora. I really like the look of these rims and they go together really easily, so I'm going to use them on this build. I thought they would look cool on the Jeep. Besides that, instead of going for the 59mm shocks, I have gone for the 53. I've also ordered the brass bottoms for them, so they should be here soon. And on those rims, we are going to be fitting the Swamp Stompers. These are the 64mm, so I don't know if they're going to fit or if there's going to be a lot of rubbing. If they do, I've got some other tires lying around, but I'll let you guys know as the build goes on. Besides that, we of course have the Jeep body inside the bottom box, and in the top box we have got the new awesome set from Injora, which is the receiver and transmitter combo with the 370 motor and transmission. I honestly want to test this. I think it's going to be a great combination for these vehicles. The center of gravity might be a little bit higher than the original system, but you know what? I think that extra power from the motor is going to be incredible for a trail rig. So let's get started on this build. We're going to grab our chassis and we're going to start from there, assembling our components one by one and getting it all together. Then we will assemble our body and fit it to the car. So let's get stuck in. Okay, so let's start with the main base plate, or shall I say belly pan, for the vehicle. Let's get that out. And as we can see, once again, it's a really nice detailed finished off product. It looks amazing. And yeah, let's get it into the center of the truck. Okay, so now we are going to open up the high clearance links, get them assembled and fitted to the belly pan. All the ball joints and of course all the links. Okay, so let's get these links fitted. Okay, I'm now going to open the shocks and assemble the shocks so that we can get them onto the chassis. Then we can open up the axles and fit them, of course. So with the shocks you get 2 sets of springs. The ones that are in the packet are normally the harder set. These will be softer, they're already on the shocks. You also get all the hardware needed to fit the shocks. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys by assembling and filling up the oil and everything of the shocks on this video. If you want to see how I do that, just check out this link up in the corner, and there's a video showing you exactly how to do the shocks. Okay, we are now going to check out these awesome aluminum extended diffs from Injora. Let's see what we get inside the packets and of course what they look like. They come very nicely packed. Wow. Okay. From the pictures, when I looked at it, nothing showed it came with hexes, but it does come with the brass hexes already. Okay, they're not as wide as the 6mm, so I would say they're probably 4. So I'm probably still gonna fit the 6mm on this build and keep these for something else. The axles themselves, I love the pumpkin cover, guys. That looks amazing. Really nice job what they do with that. The axles are definitely a bit longer, and they look really nicely finished off again. Now, is it smooth? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, that you can't even feel anything wrong with that. So nice and smooth. I'm very impressed. Okay, let's throw these on the vehicle. Just check out the front one first. Okay, once again, nicely packaged. Also comes with the hexes inside there, and it comes with the steering link. All the hardware needed, ball joints, and of course the brass 4mm hexes. Now, wow. Yeah, that looks amazing. Once again, look at that detailed finish off. I just really like the design they did on the pumpkins, yeah. Even this is all very nice. Very nice. Let's see how smooth this one is. Oh yeah, same. So smooth, guys. Really, it is. I'm shocked. That's really nice. And no movement whatsoever. Everything is tight. Yeah, Injora, you guys are killing it, man. This is awesome. Okay, let's get the steering link on this. Let's get the servo and servo mount on here, and then we can put it all onto the vehicle. Okay, we have now gotten to the stage where we need to get the receiver and motor combo out, guys. So let's check this little beast out. Let's see what it's like. Let's see what we get inside the box. So as you guys can see inside the package, you get your transmitter, your motor and transmission combo with the belly pan, and you also get, of course, your receiver. Now, let's get this installed in the vehicle so we can see how it actually performs once we've got it built. We're going to start by opening the transmission, as we need to fit that now. So let's get it in. Look at that awesome engine. Wow, that will be a beast. It's heavy, massive, 70 turn. Okay, and as you can see, it fits the same belly pan as the original motor transmission combo. So all we've got to do is screw it down. So let's get it done. Before we install it in the chassis, let's quickly throw our drive shafts on. Okay, now we can throw the motor and transmission into the chassis. Okay, and now we can throw the electronics in as well. So put them in the back here where the other one used to go. Sits nicely in there, no problem. So they provide us with some 3M tape. Let's stick it down. We've got to the stage now we can move on to building the body. So let's get this Jeep body out, let's see what we get, and let's see how difficult it is to assemble. Okay, so it's time to get this open. Let's see what we actually get in here. Okay, so we get the instructions. We get something I wasn't expecting. We get inner fenders, the lights, bumpers, grille, and I'm guessing door handles, mirrors, and all the other miscellaneous stuff for the body. Looks like the back of the lights. And of course, the most important part, the body. I do like the paint job. That does look very nice. Yeah, that looks really detailed considering. Let's see what it looks like once we've got all the accessories installed. As you can see, guys, it's just little pieces of plastic that stick through to the other side. Now you could use some super glue on it, or you could just take your soldering iron and you can melt them flat. Okay, we're just gonna melt all of them like that. I'm gonna try my best to film it, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm using, just a soldering iron and melting the tabs on the back for it to stay on. Okay, finally I've completed the body. It was a bit tricky, but you know what? It was easy enough with the soldering iron just to melt them on. I think that's a lot easier than playing around with glue on all of it. It really did go together relatively easy. It's just a bit of a patience job. Besides that, the bumpers are also ready to go on. So let's get that chassis back down here and let's start putting it all together. Okay, so now we're going to move on to fitting the inner fenders to the chassis. Okay, a little issue here with the fenders. On the inside, it was catching on the shock tower on the back, so I've had to cut a little piece of the plastic off. It looks like it'll be okay right now. We'll see once we fit the body. Okay, as you guys can see, the fender flare does not clear the original shock tower. It doesn't even clear the actual shock. So yes, I have to cut a good piece off all the way around. Okay, and as you guys can see, I just cut enough for it to clear the shock tower. It's not much of a problem, it just would have been nice if it was actually the right length. Okay, we are now going to move on to fitting the bumpers. And now we can check if the body goes on. Then we can tidy up our wiring over there. Just want to see if this clips on. Okay, I clipped it on, but it's definitely not easy to clip on and off. I can't even catch it on camera. Let's just try. Take that off. Okay. Now let's try and put it back again. Okay, so you got to pull the tabs for it to click all the way down. Interesting, but at least the body is on when it's on. It's not going to come flying off. So, can't complain about that. But guys, look at the overall look of it. It looks sick. I actually think it's a pretty nice looking body. Definitely not too bad for the price. It's got lots of detail. Wasn't hard to assemble. It had all the hardware. It was missing one or two screws from what I could tell. I had to find my own, yeah. So yes, one or two little things, but I will let Jeff know and hopefully he will address those little issues. Besides that, I think it's an awesome product. It gives a really cool look to the crawler. I think it's awesome. Okay, so let's get the rims and tires assembled so we can get this out and give it a good old test. So this is the tire I went for. This is the Swamp Stomper 63 by 24. And I think it's got an awesome looking tread. I think this is going to give it plenty of grip. And not just that, I think it will suit the Jeep. So we're going to be throwing those on these 6-spoke deep dish brass rims. These are 42 or 43 grams if I'm not mistaken. The link to all the items I've used in this build will be in the description of the video. So if there's anything you guys want to check out, just check out the description of the video. And if there's any other doubts or anything, don't forget, just hit me up in the comments. I always reply. Okay guys, I'm not going to bore you filming all 4 going together. I'm going to film one quickly and then we'll throw them on the Jeep. Okay, now that we've got it one assembled, look how nice that actually looks. I think that's going to suit that grey Jeep really nice. These black bead locks with the highlighted drill marks in brass really does look like a real bead lock. It's better than having all the screws around. I think that just looks silly because the screws are too big. So in my opinion, this is one really nice set of rims like this. And it goes really well with these tires and they're going to look awesome on the Jeep. So let me get the rest assembled and I'll be right back. Okay, finally got all the rims done. Just gonna put the hexes on so we can put the wheels on. Okay guys, it went together really well. I have got nothing to complain about. The only hiccups I had was the inner fenders. Besides that, everything else just fell into place. It was an amazing fit. The body was a bit tricky to do, but nothing that with a bit of patience you couldn't do. The next thing, the bumpers and stuff, taking it on and off is definitely harder, but then at least the body doesn't fall off, so I'm not going to complain about that. It's got no lights or anything like that with it, but that is something a person can always incorporate. But for now, let's get out. Let's go and test that 370 motor and receiver combo. Let's go and see the performance from it. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Besides that, look at how cool it came out. I think that's got a really nice look. Soon we'll put all our stickers on it and everything. But for now, let's go and see what it's capable of. Before we go running outside, I just want to check the modulation and everything else. Now, the steering servo. I've seen people complain about the power that goes to the servo, and as you guys can see, it's got plenty of power and speed. Put my finger there, it pushes me away. It has no problem reaching maximum. So to me, I've got nothing to complain about that department. The next thing, this thing of the drag brake, yeah, forward reverse. I don't mind having forward brake reverse. I run all my rigs like that. Only the SCX24s, basically, it makes no difference because of the worm drive. But I like having this because if you let go of your finger, it doesn't just stop dead. But look, it's got plenty of drag brake. It's not like it wants to go anywhere. Try again. So it's got plenty of drag brake. It's got power to go. I got no complaints about that. You can crawl so nice and slowly. Reverse, you've got nice control. Then you've still got the option to switch in between the 1, 2 and 3. I'm running it on 3 and you can move it this slowly and controllably. I think this is an awesome setup. I've honestly got nothing to complain about. I know a few people have complained about the way it's set up, but that all depends on your own taste. To me, for a trail rig, I think this is awesome. Just before I go running outside, just got to make that battery tray and then we'll check its overall performance, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the electronics of this. I actually quite like it. The WPL setups that I used on the Tarantulas are the same as this. They are forward, brake, reverse. They work fine. This works the same. You know what? I've got nothing to complain about. And then for the price that it is, I'm blown away that a person can pay 43 bucks for the quality that a person just got you. So I've got nothing bad to say. If you're looking for an awesome setup for a budget build, I think this is awesome. I know they're working on something new, so we'll soon see what that is, but it would be nice to have more options with it. But if you don't, you know what? It's still an awesome setup if you're doing a lot of trail running. Maybe if you're entering in comps and things like that and you got a comp build, no, you don't want this setup. But you could always use this motor and gearbox with a totally different ECU. So in my opinion, I still think Injora killed it. I think it's an awesome upgrade. And if I was you, I would grab them while they're still available. Okay guys, as you can see, that's the battery tray I made. It's just a flat piece of plastic what fits into the recess, 2 pieces of Velcro so it can hold the battery, and that's about it for now. Let's get out, let's go and test it, let's see what this thing is actually like, because I'm really looking forward to this, guys. Okay guys, we're going to test it just over this short piece of course I've got here, which has got quite a few obstacles, and we're going to see how it behaves itself here. The course up this narrow pinch is quite hard, and then you've got a couple of big obstacles and a log to get over. So let's see how he does. Well, I did that without even trying. Now, normally over here, it likes getting caught up on bumpers, which is already done. So, get my lines right. Once again, didn't even notice that obstacle. Let's see how it does over the log. Conquered the log, no problem. Now, this is quite a difficult rock to get over. But once again, it doesn't even notice it's there, guys. I am really impressed. Another thing I just want to show is, if you pay attention, look at the actual drag brake. It's plenty. Let's reverse. Now let's test him up this double hill, which is one of the hard ones to get up. It's easy to get up the first section, but the second is a 50 degree or 55 and really difficult to get up. And yeah, no problem. Now let's see if it can make it up this hill. This can be quite tricky because of the rocks, but I think it's going to make easy work of it. Okay, let's check it around this part of the course and see how it does over here. Now, get over this ledge on the side. So far, I've got nothing bad to say about this beast. It's very wide, but besides that, it is handling the course really well. That slow crawl it's got is just unbelievable. Guys, even on the downhill, I'm just trying to show you guys, it stops completely if you let go of the throttle. It's got plenty of drag brake to stop it even with all this weight. I just want to apologize for the audio. I'm having big problems with the GoPro microphones. I've ordered a few different things, so hopefully over the next few videos the audio will be a lot better. It's got so much power and control. I'm really impressed with this system. The power from that 370 motor is insane. As you guys can see, the servo even under load has got plenty of power. Maybe I'm just lucky, but I've had no issues with the power going to the servo. And as you guys can see, I've put the servo under load again, and no matter what I do, it always turns. It's got plenty of power. These are some really sticky rocks and no issues. Once again, I'm just gonna stop here just to check the drag brake, but it's working fine. All in all, guys, from the little bit of testing I've done on the hill here, the control is unbelievable. I know it hasn't got as much power in reverse, but it's got plenty to get you where you want to go. So let's just say I want to go up the hill. It's got enough power and it gives you a really nice control. And I've got it on the middle setting. If I put it on maximum, it can still crawl really nicely. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say. The servo turns perfectly fine. As you guys can see, I'm on really, really sticky rock, and those tires are very sticky. It turns perfectly fine. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about this setup. I think Injora really did kill it. I think it's an awesome setup to throw into one of your rigs, especially a trail rig. You guys saw, even on the hill, it did really good. It has enough drag brake to stop you. If it didn't have enough drag brake and it would run down the hill, I would understand. But besides that, guys, come on. This is an awesome setup for 43 euros. I think you guys should get one as soon as you can. It is an awesome product. And since they're going to change it, I'm pretty sure the price is going to go up. And in my opinion, I think this is an awesome system. Now, guys, all I can say is thanks for joining me on this one. And hopefully I'll be back really soon with another update video on this build. We'll get it out. We'll test some speed runs compared to the other rigs. We'll try it against the 48T motor and the 55T motor. So lots of cool content coming over the next few weeks. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and smash that bell, guys.